Welcome. Witam. Oh, wait a moment. Ah, there we go. Me ladies and me lords, moje damy I panowie, I'm welcoming at SpelareTV and Rodent on Road. No, witam do SpelareTV I Gryzion w drodze. I will bet you all ask yourself, why are we now here at this point? Wy na pewno teraz wszyscy będziecie się zastanawiać, czemu jesteśmy tutaj przy tym miejscu. And why aren't we, or why we are not in Kuttenberg? No, czemu my nie jesteśmy teraz w Kuttenbergu? Yeah, probably most of you haven't seen it due to the algorithm. Na pewno jeszcze większość nie widzieliście, no, nie widzieli to przez algorytm. We have a new video or a new movie connecting the realistic sides from Kingdom Come Deliverance 2 with the real world. O, siema. No właśnie chciałem akurat mówić. Mamy nowy film. No, połącza trochę Kingdom Come Deliverance z prawdziwym światem. No, można już go znaleźć teraz przez część community, tam gdzie te posty zawsze wpisuję. Albo, no, mamy nową playlistę, jak się wchodzi na mój profil, całkiem na dole. Yeah, we have a completely new playlist. If you go into my main page and scroll completely down, then you find a completely new playlist with a new video. Yeah, and this is why we are now here. I to jest akurat ten powód, czemu my jesteśmy tutaj z tyłu. Yeah. But we are going now back to Kuttenberg. No, my teraz idziemy znowu z powrotem do Kuttenbergu. At least if I find the road back. Bynajmniej jak znajdę odpowiednią drogę z powrotem. Ale raz trzeba się trochę tutaj może zabłądzić. Bynajmniej gramy w hardcore. Yeah, at least we have to get ourselves at least once lost here. We are playing in hardcore, so yeah, we have to do it. But yeah, this is actually everything. There is a new video on the air. No to akurat jest tak wszystko. Jest nowy film, co można obejrzeć. Jest naprawdę dobry. W najlepszym przypadku dojdziemy teraz najpierw do ciarcia nora. In best case we are coming to the Devil's Den now first. A tak, jak u ciebie weekend minął? Jak już dołączyłeś?
Whoa, whoa.
Myślałem, że się zabłądziliśmy. I thought we are lost here. A może nawet się zabłądziliśmy. I think we are not really lost here. Or maybe not, we are here. Jesteśmy tutaj. Stary obóz. This is looking familiar. To tutaj znowu wygląda swobodnie.
That's where you're wrong.
When we catch a fella cheating, we can do whatever we see fit with him.
Like break a few of his fingers,
Or knock a couple of his teeth out.
or cut off a chunk of his ear. To make him listen good, that it doesn't pay to cheat.
Or the tip of his nose. So we don't stick it where it don't belong.
Fellas, surely we can work something out here.
You hear that? Now he wants to make a deal.
Then he shouldn't have cheated. Enough of this horseshit. Hand over what you swindled out of us.
But my wife is ailing. deadly ill, I swear.
Really? How many times does that make it?
Last time it was his daughter, wasn't it? Or grandma?
So not just a swindler, but a liar to boot. Just you wait, you sack of shit. I'll rip out your tongue and throw it to the dogs.
No, please. You can't do that.
Good day
Help
to you.
me. Somebody help.
I'll get you.
Nice strike.
Help me with him.
I need a hand here.
Christ! No, you don't!
Nice hit.
Hey, fuck that!
Hang it!
You won't get me. He doesn't know which way is up.
That hit home.
You've no chance against me.
Shut up! Fuck it out!
We'll finish this quickly.
Take that fuck
Around him.
Useless.
Hey, get away from him.
Ready to die.
Dead?
Don't fuck with me next time.
Christ! Get up! You'll catch cold.
Mi teraz pokazaliśmy. Yeah, we have been showing
Wake up!
real strange to them.
Oh, fuck this shit.
You hungry beast.
Who's...
It's filthy again. I apologize.
I don't know how it works. You knew him as much as I did, didn't you? The arrow always protected him.
Aye.
At least, it was supposed to.
Why
I just
the
don't
hell
know.
did they pour the
We
beer
fell into a
on the
fucking
table?
trap.
We never should have gone there. It was the worst plan ever. Your plan.
You're saying it's my fault. I could have died there too.
I'm just saying, if you wasn't so obsessed with them fucking caravans, Corel might still be alive.
Don't get my blood up. Don't forget who you're talking to. Sorry, it doesn't matter now anyway. You know what will happen now. Everyone's out.
You should see the
With our
sawbones.
faces, we're
You
dead
don't
as
look
soon
good
as
at
we
all.
set foot outside.
No different than usual. But thanks.
Without him, we're fucked.
I'll pay him a visit.
We couldn't even rob a sleeping pilgrim of his boots. Someone must have snitched. There's no other way. Fucking outnumbered like that. Like who? I don't know. But when I find him, I'm gonna make him hurt bad.
Good
Did
day.
you hear them noises last night? No? I was asleep. What noises? Kind of
Good.
a bit like thunder. And then it sounded like someone was laughing. Somewhere. Down below. Down below. Well, what do you mean? You know?
Your hand cannons have done us more harm than good.
But we shot that mare beautifully. The devil himself couldn't have aimed any better, and he's skilled with hand cannons.
Why were you the only one of your band who tried to save the devil?
I don't think I could sleep easy if they actually executed that old bastard. Fuck, I know the devil better than I know my own old man. And he still owes me groschen from our last trade. And I take that seriously.
How do you know Zizka?
I think I know him from the ambush near Prague.
Who did you ambush?
His men actually ambushed us. Actually, the outcome was quite similar. They jumped us at a bend. Before we knew it, blood was spilled. They killed our whole band. I was the only one to survive.
Just you? How so?
I was so fucked up that as I cocked my crossbow, the bowstring broke off and slashed my hands.
And you still have both of them?
Saint Bibiana must have been watching over me. My gloves came off, revealing bloody gashes on my palms, like Christ himself. I reckon they had fun watching me jump around, curse and flail my arms. So they kept me. I kept that bloody bowstring for luck.
How long have you been a warrior?
I was supposed to be a carpenter, but the job wasn't for me. Most of the time I couldn't even hit the chisel with my mallet. Then I lost my master's money playing dice, so I had to run away. Then I came across a group of mercenaries, and they hired me. Once I got a taste of money, I chose to stay. So, it's been a while now.
Who taught you how to fight?
No one. I was absolutely awful. But I could drink their command under the table. So they let me stay with them. I learned the rest as I went along.
That commander, was it the devil?
No. I only met the devil later, with another band. I've been through several. Once they stop paying, or you run out of things to steal, it's best to go and try your luck elsewhere.
That's exactly what happened when they captured the devil, isn't it? The band broke up.
More or less, but I think he understands. You see? That's mercenary honor.
What honor?
Exactly. There is none.
What can you do?
Your room's ready.
My room? But I didn't ask for anything.
But of course. It was ordered by your friend Zizka.
Ah. So which room is mine?
On the first floor, right in the corner.
Thanks, innkeeper.
Treadlight. The name's Treadlight.
What's new around here, innkeeper?
There's talk that young Bruttons form a fight club in Horsham. Maybe they'll let you into their circle. Aye. A couple of odd blokes settled down here recently. They don't talk to no one much, but from what I've heard, they've got problems.
Who are they?
I didn't ask, but surely not the noble sort. One of them's called Pasha, I think. Not sure about the other. Try and talk to him. Maybe they could use some help.
I'll give it a try.
I heard there's a haunting in old Kuttenberg. There was a great tragedy one time in the mine near there. It's abandoned now. The ground collapsed, and a pit to hell opened up there. And then Smolka came by. She's the one who runs the bathhouse across the street. She said a fella came in, all restless and fidgety, saying he wanted a girl. That he wanted to take her somewhere else, and Smolka wouldn't have it. But when he offered to pay double, she agreed. You know how it is. These days, every groschen counts.
Was he a fucking pig?
If only that.
So what did he do?
The girl came running in all beaten up. Smolka couldn't get her to talk about what happened, but it wasn't pretty. I went to see her. The girl was all blue with bruises. Her knees blooded. Not a pretty sight.
Coming right up.
Who was this fella?
The way Smolka described him to me, he must have come with Sigismund's army. Probably a deserter. I've seen a few of those around here.
Have you any idea where I could find him?
Rumour has it he's been sleeping in a shepherd's abandoned dugout, just outside the forest nearby.
I'll take care of him.
I'm glad to hear it. And don't spare him. A lot of scum is coming here, but enough is enough. When you're done with him, go to see Smolka at the bathhouse. She'll be glad to have one less thing to worry about. And that's about it.
Sounds interesting. Thank you, innkeeper.
She was surprised. They knew it was her. I'd laugh if I didn't know what's in store for her.
I think we will talk now to them. Chyba pójdziemy teraz najpierw z nimi pogadać.
The innkeeper said you need help with something. What's this about?
Well, you're in the right place. I could really use some help right about now.
Go ahead.
Someone close to me died, and they buried him with something that's very precious to me. As it happens, I'm looking for someone who'd bring it to me.
I'm supposed to loot a corpse? That sounds like big trouble.
If it was easy, I'd ask some old crone to do it for a groschen. This is a man's job, if you've got the balls for it.
What exactly is this about?
Me and a couple of fellas have a little camp in the forest nearby, and we used to have a chief, Carol, and he had this special power. He had a magic arrow stuck in his head, which made him invincible.
He got shot in the head with an arrow and lived.
A magic arrow.
Right.
Once, he got shot in the head with an arrow and survived. But that's not all. He completely changed. From a lame fumbler who couldn't hold a knife without cutting himself, he turned into an unbeatable warrior. All thanks to that arrow. It was a blessing from God.
All right, let's say I take your word for it. What does the job involve?
I'll get to that. A few days ago, we wanted to rob a caravan. But it didn't work out.
It didn't?
It was hell. There was a lot more guards than should have been there. And Carol got caught. And they executed him.
And you, as the new chief, want the arrow to protect you?
That's right, youngster. You don't look it, but you're pretty bright.
Well, I've noticed you bandits are pretty superstitious.
This isn't superstition. The arrow is a gift from God. A blessing. A sacrament from heaven. Without it, we're done.
How come they caught Carol? When he was protected by the arrow and unbeatable?
Well, that I don't fucking know. I don't know how all this divine shit works. Maybe the power wasn't strong enough to protect him from execution. But in battle, he was unstoppable.
Oh well. Now just this.
Why don't you go get the arrow yourself?
You think I'm so stupid I didn't think of that? But I can't. They're still looking for us after that last fucked up job of ours. If me or any of the fellas set foot outside the camp, they'll get us. When we're not protected by the arrow, it's just a matter of time.
They are really believing into this arrow. Naprawdę wierzą w tą strzałę.
All right. I'll help you. Where should I look for the arrow?
Well, that's the problem. I'm not sure. The whole plan with the caravans went to shit somewhere near Sedlets. There's a cemetery there, and I heard there was a big commotion about the last execution. Try asking the gravedigger there. He lives near the cemetery. That's about all I can tell you. We can't show our faces much. It will cost us our necks.
All right. I'll see what I can do.
Okay, if we see this, then we can continue with this. A jak zobaczymy to, no to będziemy mogli z tym dalej robić.
Henry! God be with you, Zizka.
God be with you, my friend. Greetings to you, friend. God be with you.
Greetings.
You have a kind man.
A, myślałem, że możemy z nim pogadać, ale nie chcę za dużo gadać. I had to hope that we can talk with him a little bit, but he don't want to talk now.
Oh no.
Tutaj na pewno ten Kuman będzie mieszkał, o czym ten z karczmy gadał, ten oberżysta. Yeah, here will be probably the human living that the innkeeper was describing. Okay, my chyba tutaj przy tej rzece pójdziemy i wtedy przez Horszany wrócimy do Kuttenbergu. Tak jakoś. Yeah. We will go down the stream and then through Horszane we will somehow come back to Kuttenberg. I'm welcoming one more viewer. Witam jeszcze jednego widowca. Again, a wayside shrine. Znowu kapliczka podróżna. Okay, let's check out the quest here. To sprawdzimy tą kwestię tutaj.
Greetings.
What? You're covered in blood, my friend.
Tell me something new. Opowiedz mi coś nowego.
I heard you hold fights here, and I'd like to know more.
What would you like to know?
What fighters do you have here?
Stanley is the strongest. He works on the farm and's quite a big mouth on him, but he has the strength of 2 men. After him, Tuma, a farmer from across the way. He's quite a bit older than me, but don't let that fool ya. He has a steady hand and bloody good aim with it. And last and maybe least is Darling.
Where do your fights take place?
That old Chuchas.
And who might that be?
Chucho is our hog. We fight in his pen. He doesn't care. He always just hides in his pigsty.
I reckon I can find that.
I'm certain you can. Just follow your nose.
Can I get involved too?
Why not? It'll be good to have some new blood, and maybe you'll learn something from each other. Do you have any experience?
Well, I haven't won any tournaments here yet, but I've knocked a few people around.
Well, you'll see if that'll be enough.
And if I manage to beat them all?
Don't count your chickens before they hatch. Darling may be a bumbler, but Stanley and Tuma are no pushovers.
Well, if you pull it off, you certainly won't come up short.
Darling?
He's kind of like the local buffoon. His name's Tobias, but everyone just calls him Darling. When he was a wee lad, he fell on his head from a rotting ladder, and he's never been the same since. He takes care of his aunt's horses and dogs in Grund.
He doesn't sound like an opponent to be feared.
Because he isn't. He's quite a lout, but he doesn't know the first thing about fighting. He hasn't won a single fight. But it's not that he doesn't try. Farewell, and take a bath, for goodness sake. You look off.
Okay, I think this will be again something that we can visit when we come back here. To będzie znowu coś, co możemy odwiedzić, jak tutaj wrócimy. Let's continue back to Kuttenberg. Idziemy dalej z powrotem do Kuttenbergu.
looking at me? I'm just looking at the country.
Whoa, whoa. Ooh.
To ładna ścieżka. This is a beautiful road.
Henry! Henry! Mate! It's me!
Do I know you?
Of course you do. Come here and let's have a chat. Henry! My friend! We meet again! This can't be a coincidence.
Greetings, Bolek. How's your search for the Grail going? Did you pick up any clues at the monastery?
Not much, actually. I took your advice and disguised myself as a monk. I spent ages getting the disguise. But when I banged on the monastery gate, it all went to shit.
What happened?
One of the monks came out and yelled at me because they were in the middle of their vespers or something. So I said I was sorry, that I'd wait till they'd finished eating. But he got even angrier and threw me out. I have no idea what got into him.
Vespers isn't something to eat. It's a type of prayer. That must have been what gave you away.
Really? Sakra. I thought it was something like gruel. Ah, damn. I fucked up again. I often think to myself that the Lord is going to make me happy. That he'll show me the way. But he always slams the door in my face.
Well, you know what they say. God moves in mysterious ways.
That monastery clearly taught you something. You have a wise answer for everything.
So, what are you planning? Is your quest at an end?
Not yet. I just need a lead. I feel like I'm so close to the Grail I could reach out and grasp it. I might try asking the millers again. Or maybe get a monk so drunk he'll clue me in. We'll see what path the Lord plots for me.
Well, good luck to you, my friend.
Thanks. And like I promised, if I ever find the Grail, I'll seek you out and we'll drink together to the eternal glory of our Lord.
Naprawdę został mnichem. Yeah, he was really now at one of the monasteries, turning into a priest.
Whoa, whoa.
Ah, okay. I think the villagers call it Starakutna. O, let me read this shortly. Dajcie mi to chwilę poczytać. Okay, yes, it is a village, Starakutna. Yeah, they have been getting here some silver out.
You could stick your reason up your arse. I told you something like this would happen. We never should have stopped bringing the offerings.
I thought we are already in a quest. Myślałem, że już w questie wyszliśmy.
What idolatry! The pit to hell is real, and Father Richard knew it all too well. If nobody feeds them hellish beasts, all of us here is as good as dead. So was it us that killed them cows ourselves, eh? I'm telling you, we've angered hell itself, and now this is the devil's payback.
But here is something that has happened. Co się ale stało?
Poor girls. What did you ever do to anyone?
Shame. This won't end. Can't drive away the devil with nothing but prayer.
If we have done something bad, we can pay here. Mam jakieś grzechy, to możemy tu zapłacić.
Come here.
Okej, ten pies teraz robi to, co on chce. Ah. The dog is today doing what he wants to do.
What happened here?
Something killed the villagers' cattle.
You think it was wolves?
That's what I think. But some of the locals got it into their heads that demons or some other hellish beasts are to blame. Just so you're aware, there's an abandoned mine not far from here where miners supposedly dug so deep they struck a gate to hell.
Wait, you mean a real gate to hell? Like fire and brimstone? A stench?
The locals believe it. In fact, they even started the custom of bringing offerings in hopes of pacifying hell and keeping the devils below ground.
Did it work?
How could it possibly work? The whole lot of it's a fabrication. And what makes it even more tragic is that it was the former priest, Father Richard's notion. Can you believe it? A priest coming up with such heresy. I simply won't allow it.
Is there really a pit to hell in the mine? What does it look like?
It's just a normal mine gallery. At least it was, until a cave-in happened a few years back. Sadly, a lot of local miners died that day. The mine was closed immediately after. Some say it was because of the cave-in, others because the vein ran dry. But the locals are convinced it's because a gate to hell opened there. Just a lot of gossip.
What about the priest before you? He's not around anymore?
No, he's not. Old Father Richard passed on, and now I serve here in his place. I pray that the good Lord welcomed him to his bosom, despite all the heresy he committed here.
So you forbade the offerings, and immediately after, the cattle were slaughtered. What if demons really did do it? Out of revenge?
Or maybe it was wolves, or anyone who just wanted to make it look that way. I want to uncover the truth, and you can help me. The locals are too frightened to go searching on their own, and I'm willing to pay you.
How can I help you?
I can only think of one way, and that's to go directly to the mine and uncover the truth behind these stories.
You want me to go to the pit of hell?
Don't tell me you put stock in those old wives' tales. But because the locals do, you'll have to go to the mine the same way they did, with a bit of food as an offering. You'll place it there, just as they did, and wait for something to happen. Meanwhile, I'll go to the nearby tavern, find a few brave fellows, and we'll scour the area. Then, we'll all meet up by the mine. What do you say?
Sounds like a job for me.
Here, take some food as an offering. And when no devils show up, you can eat it yourself. I'll go and gather the men, and as soon as we're all ready, we'll meet you at the mine.
And where can I find this mine?
You go west from the village, past the old mine buildings, until you reach one that's collapsed. The mine entrance is next to it. God be with you. Till we meet again.
So he's not believing into this and I have to prepare anyways something. To on w to nie wierzy i ja jednak mam coś, ale przygotować tam. No dobra. Okay, I bet this will be this mine. Chyba to będzie ta kopalnia. We eat a little bit of sauerkraut. Zjemy trochę tej kiszonej kapusty. Plus 10 zdrowia, plus 10 health.
Whoa! Whoa!
Yeah, I just changed the quest marker, but good. Zmienię ten... A. Musimy jednak gdzie indziej. We have to go somewhere else. Ale najpierw musimy znaleźć teraz miejsce, żeby się wyspać. We have now first to find a place where we can sleep.
Whoa! 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 Go!
You almost ran me over. Don't you know how to keep your horse under control? You almost ran me over.
How many times do I have to tell you? Don't chuck your shit into my yard. And I'm telling you, that piece of land is mine. You're pouring it over the fence. Fight! Your brother built that fence, and he did it all wrong.
But I only took a few to be safe.
I've never heard of those.
What'll it be, you bum?
But I did have a taste. And
Und jetzt Aubergista. Where will be the innkeeper?
Put a plug in it. I don't give a fuck.
I apologize.
Don't you dare climb over that fence. And if you've got a problem with that, take your grievance to the bailiff. Yeah, like you'll side with me when it's your
aye. I have these tiny little pointy caps.
Innkeeper, a beer.
Who is it?
Okej, to chyba spróbujemy znowu za darmo się wyspać. Yeah, I think we will try to sleep for free.
Huh? What are you barging in here? Phew, it's just you. Mind where you're going.
Okay, probably this will lead into some issues this time. So, we continue with the search for the innkeeper. Chyba będzie trochę ciężko dzisiaj, no to poszukamy tego oberżystę.
What's that?
Was that you?
These days, no one's ever really safe.
Hey! This has been going on too long.
Hang him!
Why did you do that?
What's that noise?
I ain't had enough yet.
Does anyone live by the Bible these days? What a night.
What's it to be, you wretch?
What are you doing?
Stop beating him!
How terrible!
This is unbelievable!
This has been going on too long.
Peace and quiet are things of the past.
Fuck you, prick.
Fucking bastard! Greetings.
Yeah, same to you.
Lying
What the hell? Hey, did something happen?
God bless.
Hey, wake up.
Are you being cautious or cowardly?
Aye, coming right up. Aye, not a bad day.
You're not allowed here.
Okay, maybe we try again to sleep for free. Bo jeszcze raz spróbujemy się wyspać za darmo.
God, where's this day gone? So what's it going to be?
The cook in our bag, this will be really hard.
Pardon me.
Z tym kucharzem, kurczę, w naszych plecach to będzie bardzo ciężko. O, oberżysta. The innkeeper. Finally.
Goodman Harville. May I?
You again. I'm the owner, you understand? I don't pour drinks for guests. Speak to the ale wench. Farewell, my friend.
Can I get something to eat and a place to sleep?
I don't know. And for how long?
I'll just stay the night.
It can be arranged. Payments in advance, and I don't want to see any tomfoolery.
All right, I'll pay. Here's your groschen.
I knew we'd come to an agreement. Your bed's ready, and there's some food in the pot. Have a nice evening.
Christ, pardon me.
Ha, teraz ten kucharz nic nie może powiedzieć. And now the cook can't say anything. Okay, now next we can meet up with the Jew that we had to meet for Katherine. A teraz z tym Żydem możemy się spotkać, co mieliśmy dla Katherine zrobić.
I apologize.
Mind where you're going.
I don't care. Well, nor do I. This isn't... I'm not interested. But this is about money. What? Go on then. He wants to fleece us again.
Damn it. That's just what we need.
Exactly. We'll have to talk to the others this evening and decide what to do. It can't go on.
Okay, but we need some food. Jeszcze trochę jedzenia potrzebujemy.
Hail Mary.
Look out!
Good day. A fine day.
I'd like to do something about that price.
All right, I'm listening.
What would you say to this?
Well, if you offer a little bit more, we can make a deal. You see, I knew we'd make a deal. Thank you. And a good day to
The
you.
weather. Do you mean that old ball and chain of
Come
yours?
and take your pick.
If I was under her,
You
I
wares.
reckon I wouldn't be able
Smart.
to get up either.
Hey, that's enough of that.
You do
Look what I
remember
have
the
for
promise
you.
we made, don't you?
It was one mass. I hardly reckon I'll face damnation for that.
You promised that
Hey,
if
you
we
hungry-
can't be together here on Earth, we'd be together after death.
I'm telling you, it was just one mass.
We're now you don't
Everybody
care about
open.
us at
Good
all.
morning.
Why did you marry
Come
that
and have a
old
look.
battle axe
Fresh
anyway?
goods here.
We could have been together in this life too.
Don't even start. We've been over this 100 times.
You'll go to confession and donate some money to the church. Got that? Or I'll end up
Fresh.
in the kingdom
Fresh
of heaven
fish.
by myself
Salt
and on the
pepper.
shelf.
All right, I will. But I've got to go now. If my wife saw us, I'd be in deep shit.
All right. How about a kiss farewell?
Are you serious? What about my marriage vows? If the Lord saw us...
May God grant you good
Milk
health.
and cheese
I-
here.
See you
Fresh
around.
milk.
Oh,
Good cheese.
you mutt.
Coś tam leci między tymi dwoma. On jeszcze ma żonę drugą. Yeah, something is running between those two, and he has a different wife.
God be with you.
But under this pretty skin,
Don't be shy. Quality goods here.
if any of
Don't
you
be
want
coy.
to-
My wares will bring you joy.
Someone's got to do it.
Hey, listen, say thumb.
People walk here too. Excuse me.
Okay, we have here something about the synagogues. Mamy tutaj coś o tej synagogi.
things are going?
Oh, please. Enjoy the peace and quiet while it lasts.
See, that's what bothers me, that it ain't like this all the time.
You sure ain't easy to please.
I get a bad feeling when nothing's going wrong. Don't
Aye, today just like every other day.
What's his
problem?
Well, he keeps asking me
You've
for...
got time to worry about everything
You know
that
what?
could go wrong. You're bored, and that's that.
Aye,
If you're at a
all
loose
the
end,
bloody time.
come around and I'll be happy to help. I've got plenty
That's
of
what I
bloody
told him.
work.
I'm sorry.
How did it go?
I went to see him, but he threw me out.
And you were surprised.
But it was just a simple misunderstanding.
God be with you.
Sholem, are you lost? Or what would a goy want here?
Goy? That's some kind of sausage, isn't it?
Are you stupid? Or is that supposed to be a joke? I am not in the mood for humor. Tell me what you want so you can clear off quickly.
I'm looking for Samuel.
What do you want with him?
Is that you?
There are many Samuels here. And if I'm not good enough for you, I'm afraid nobody else will talk to you.
All right. I'm looking for John of Liechtenstein. I heard you, or this Samuel, might know something about him.
I'm sure Samuel knows a lot. But I do not see why he should tell you.
Why? Because if he doesn't talk to me, things could get pretty nasty for him.
You don't frighten me. On the other hand, I do not want any unnecessary trouble. And that only takes one goy here.
All right. What do you suggest?
An exchange. Something in return. I have this one problem none of my people can fix. You probably know that my people face outbreaks of hatred from time to time. A house is plundered, people beaten up, sometimes murdered. Usually it is started by some scum spreading rumors that we eat Christian babies or poison wells. They always find some excuse.
I've never heard anything like that before.
You must be deaf then. In any case, that is how it is. I have heard that such people are meeting in an old abandoned house by the wall in the mining district. I need someone to get among them, find out what they are planning, and warn us in good time.
Won't they be suspicious?
Why? Their kind usually are not too bright. You just have to curse the Jews and say you want to join them. Do not worry. They will not check if you are circumcised.
All right. I'll do it. And then you'll tell me all about Liechtenstein.
Agreed. They usually meet at the start of the day.
Right. Morning, abandoned house with a yard.
Not morning. Evening.
But you just said...
At the start of the day. My day starts when 3 stars appear in the sky. Not that those bastards care. They just go there after sunset. I reckon you can still catch up with them there today, if you get them to let you join them. Try and find out what they're planning, and then come and see me, and you'll have fulfilled your side of the deal.
And then you'll tell me how to find Liechtenstein?
That was my promise. And I keep my promises.
Apples! Juicy apples!
Okay, then let's continue. To robimy dalej.
Ashamed Dank.
What about that roof of yours?
Fruit! Vegetables! Mushrooms!
You know how it is. There's always something else.
I don't want to be a smart arse, but when summer's over and autumn comes, it will be too late.
Whoa!
Okay, we have to wait now somewhere here. Musimy teraz tu gdzieś poczekać.
My God, that looks like a bloody expensive horse.
Okay, we find you now somewhere entrance to the underground. Czy to podziemne wejście znaleźliśmy? Ale jeszcze się jakoś nikt nie pokazał. Somehow no one was showing up until now. Ah!
Hey! Hey! Open up! Open up!
Kurwa, what are you doing, Moishe?
Futsa Kapora, piece of junk. Never mind. We'll cut this shit down. Total man.
I'll smash your face.
You know, you've got a saying for moments like this. If you can't bite, don't show your teeth. You should never have come snooping around where you don't belong. That Philistine Sigismund has sent all sorts of bastards and spies after me.
Look, I'm not...
But I have to say, you're about the cheekiest mamser of them all, asking me straight out about Liechtenstein.
But I'm not... I'm not Sigismund's spy.
Oh, you're not. So whose spy are you then?
I was sent by Sir Radzig Cobbler. Liechtenstein knows him.
A nice tale. Can you prove it?
Yeah, my sword. It's got Sir Radzig's crest on it.
Well, unfortunately for you, I haven't the slightest honor who that is. Jakob, wait. I've changed my mind. He's coming with us.
Wait, who is that somewhere?
We will soon find out. Let us in.
Wenches or the neighbour's daughter, any dirt you can dig up. Off you go! Oh, who have you brought now, Sam?
I'm not entirely sure, but he says he knows you and absolutely insisted he had to talk to you.
Ah. Of course. Henry. Lord Capon of Perkstein's page. We met on my visit to Rattay. He's all right.
Lord Capon's escort. And bodyguard.
Quite. Quite. Oh, but tell me, what brings you here?
Well, that's quite a long story, sir.
Well, I've got plenty of time, and actually I enjoy long stories. You know why? Because they demand a lot of wine. Please, take a seat and tell me everything.
Tak można opowiadać. This is a way to tell a story.
If I'm not mistaken, Jobst sent you to von Berkhoff with a message. How did that go?
Not well. As we were approaching Trotsky, we were attacked by bandits. They killed all our men.
What?
We only got away by a hair's breadth. And we lost everything, including the message. We ended up in rags, like beggars. They wouldn't let us into the castle. After that, we tried to get by as best we could.
Good God! I need a drink now. But did you manage to deliver the message in the end?
Yes, but it was touch and go.
I like exciting stories.
Well, you'll love this one, then. Apart from being ambushed and almost killed, Capon ended up on the gallows for poaching.
A nobleman.
On the gallows for poaching?
Well, he looked more like a tramp than a nobleman at the time. He really did have a noose round his neck, though. But it all worked out in the end.
Good gracious! But tell me, who ambushed you?
Well, that's interesting as well. Istvan Toth and some others.
What? That sneaky rat from Kuttenberg? He's still alive?
Not anymore.
You? Well done. Let's drink to that.
Death to the enemy.
What happened next?
We wanted to help von Berghoff catch the bandits who ambushed us. We found out they'd taken over Nabokov Fortress, but the fellow who commanded them fucked us right up, along with von Berghoff's entire force. He lured us into a trap. A terrible massacre. Me and Capon were the only survivors.
It sounds like your guardian angel never gets a moment's rest.
Yeah, there was some luck in it. But it was more that Zizka knew he could get a ransom for Capon.
Wait, Zizka? He's the one who almost killed you.
You know him?
Of course I do. Zizka is in the service of Prokop of Luxembourg, King Wenceslas's cousin.
Aye, we found that out as well.
And what the hell was Istvan Toth doing with him?
It turned out he was spying for von Berghoff. But he didn't do a great job, fortunately. Otherwise, I wouldn't be here.
I am starting to get confused.
That makes two of us. Maybe we'll understand better if we get drunk.
You're not holding back, I see. Your health, then. After Zizka took us prisoner, it finally became clear we were on the same side. And Istvan had to flee.
So when did you kill that bastard?
Not till some time later. Just when we thought we were out of the woods and Istvan was gone, he appeared outside the walls of Nabokov again, with von Berghoff and Markvart von Aulitz. Von Aulitz was on his way to Kuttenberg with reinforcements for Sigismund. And with the finger of God.
With the what?
A bombard.
Good lord!
Have you ever seen one? I hadn't, until they used it against us.
I've heard about the bombard. An infernal weapon. Then what?
We didn't have a chance. They blew the tower to pieces and took us all prisoner. They took us to Trotsky and tortured us. But with the help of a woman who works with Zizka, we managed to escape.
Zizka. That man always has a trick or two in reserve.
Thank God. While we were making our escape, I crossed paths with Toth, and finally took my revenge for everything he did.
Dull moment with you, I see. To happy endings, then. And where is Lord Capon? Or should I call him the Prince of Poachers?
Well, the most fitting thing to call him would be hostage, because that's what he is now.
A hostage?
That's right. Von Berghoff took him with him. And that's why I'm here, in fact.
Your original plan went badly awry, I must say.
You can say that again.
For my part, I'm forced into hiding, as you've probably noticed. They're after me as if I owed taxes. If only I knew what Jobst would say.
I know exactly what he'd say as that happens.
You do?
I spoke to Jobst just after we arrived at Suchdal. He expressly forbade me to look for you, or try to rescue Capon.
That damned... Did he say why?
Aye. He said you can look after yourself. And as a nobleman, Capon has nothing to fear in captivity.
Jobst.
I must admit, I see his point. He has plans. He wants to take advantage of the truce while it lasts, And he doesn't want to provoke Sigismund into starting warring again. And he's probably right about Capon. Nobody's going to throw away the chance of a fat ransom, or waste a nice opportunity for blackmail.
It's true I can take care of myself, but the old schemer could at least have warned me, whatever his plans might be.
Zizka sees Jobst as a pain in the arse, too. I mean, he's not fond of him. And he doesn't approve of his plan.
Then I expect he and I will see eye to eye. Although I prefer a different strategy to braining all and sundry with a mace. Even so, what brings you to me? You didn't take this risk just to tell me what Jobst is like, or that I should carry on with what I'm doing.
No. My first concern is to rescue Lord Capon, whatever schemes Jobst is dreaming up.
And then...
And also, it's about your safety.
My safety?
You know, they tortured us. Zizka, Godwin and me. They asked about Jobst's plans and about you. I'd have held out, but Godwin... He told them where you were.
Where I am? In this city, you mean? That's not such a terrible betrayal. Kuttenberg is a big city. It's like looking for a needle in a haystack.
Not that they have not tried. They almost caught you a couple of times. If it were not for my people.
That's true, of course. But I'm not going to bear a grudge. The executioner always gets what he wants. And if he hadn't, we wouldn't be talking right now.
I apologize.
No need. It's not your fault. Nevertheless, let's turn the page. Capon. How do you plan to free him?
That's exactly why I came to see you.
Oh. How's that?
Because you move in certain circles.
And?
You conspire. You hear all the rumors.
So?
So you might know where they're holding him.
Sigismund confiscated the property of some burghers and noblemen in the city when they opposed him, and he divided the property up between his loyal followers. He seized Malashov Fortress from the Rutards, for instance. And didn't you say, Sam, that he gifted it to von Berkhoff?
Yes, that is so.
That was before von Berkhoff was in these parts. But if he's here now, where else would he be but in Malashov? And if von Berkhoff is there...
That's where his captive will be.
Correct. Capon is at Malashov Fortress.
Well, that's fucked then. How the hell three of us conquer a fortress, and one of us a woman?
That's a conquest I'd like to see. It would go down in history.
The history of suicidal madness.
You can't just launch an assault on Malashov. It's a strong fortress. We'll need a cunning plan.
Or long ladders and lots of men. That could be arranged, maybe.
Careful! Jobst ordered us not to stir up trouble. And this would be serious trouble. But if Capon simply vanished...
Vanished how, exactly?
I don't know yet. But like I said, Malashov belonged to the Rutards. And I'm sure they're not keen on the new tenant. I think if you pay a visit to Sir Kunslin Rutard and convince him you have common interests, he'll be happy to think up a solution with you.
Like what?
Who knows? Perhaps Lord Rutard knows of a back door into his old home, and he might not be averse to an arrangement with someone who'll help him take revenge.
Someone like you.
Well, I wouldn't get my hopes up. But it's the best we've got, and there's no harm in trying. Where can I find this Kunslin?
Sigismund seized his fortress, but, surprisingly, he let him keep his palace in the city. It's right next to the Italian court.
All right. I'll give it a go.
Once you have some news, you know where to find me. Is there anything you want to know before you go?
Come to think of it, I've no idea where we actually are.
Of course. I'd forgotten how you got here.
We're in the Jewish quarter, in the basement of the King Solomon Tavern, below my tavern. Goyim do not just wander in here, but I will tell my people you are with us.
Thanks a whole lot. All right, I'll set off now.
Good luck. It was good to see you again, Henry. And be careful. There's bound to be spies swarming around the palace. This city isn't safe.
Tell me about it. Danger is my daily bread these days.
Wait a moment. We have something that belongs to you, I think. Your sword.
Ah. Yes. That's a fact.
I must say, it is a fine piece of work. Where did you get it?
My father gave it to me. He was a blacksmith and a swordsmith. In Skalitz. It's the last sword he ever forged.
Ah. I am sorry. In any case, here it is. Take care of it.
I will. Don't worry.
Okay. There have been more than only one family in Kuttenberg. We have the Rutardowie, Piskowie, Adlerowie, and Forsucherowie. So we have a total of 4 families that belong to Kuttenberg. If I see this now correctly, but on the picture we have 6 families. Okay, I will read another time into this. No, ale z tego co widać, to tutaj są 4 rodziny. Chyba, że tam gdzieś jeszcze jedno jest, co teraz ominęłem. Ale będę jeszcze raz sobie to przeczytał i chyba może jeszcze filmik o tym zrobię. Fajne tematy tu mają. Yeah, they have really fancy topics here. I go quickly to clean my hands. Idę szybko ręce umyć.
Get out of here! Get away with that weapon! That's more like it.
Guten Tag.
Sorry, I was snacking. No, miałem parę orzechy.
If you know it, then so does half the town. And that goes for Councilman Nars as well. Of course he knows. He's the one sending him there. What are you talking about? It's gospel. They say she's mad for it, but the old man just isn't up to it anymore. He
To
wanted
jest
her
głos
to
od
jump
Kubienka. This was the voice from Kubienka.
Christ. But wait, didn't Dirk used to come to your place a lot too? Oy. And he still does. But at least I have time to play dice. I feel like Rodents come tonight at 5.
O, był tutaj gryzion w drodze. Had here a rodent on road. Też to dobre miejsce dla kibel. This is as well a good place for a toilet. Okay, zostawimy konia tam. We leave the horse there.
Don't think I can't see you.
I'm just passing through. Keep up the good work, Master Guard.
I do what I can. We need it now more than ever. You have a kind master, eh, Mutt?
Trochę się w tym mieście zagubiłem. I think I went lost a little bit in this town. Or in the city.
Praise God.
Okej, to jednak przed tym kościołem jesteśmy i tam, gdzie ja chciałem wyjść. Yeah, we are really at this place where I want to leave the city and in front of the chapel here. Perfekt. Doskonalnie.
Easy, good horse. Quick!
Alright, but I think this wayside shrine and this town is a great place to make a cut until the next time, Saturday, because this was today now only a spontaneous live stream. O, tutaj ta kapliczka podróżna to jest dobre miejsce, żeby zrobić tutaj przerwę do następnego razu, wtedy w sobotę będzie szło dalej. A tym razem to teraz też było tylko spontaniczny stream live, to tak na szybko weszłem, żeby trochę dalej pograć z wami. I had the urge to go on playing with you all, so yeah. Bym powiedział do następnego razu. I would say until the next time. And yeah. Thanks for watching. Dziękuję za obejrzenie. I miłego tygodnia wam. Yeah. I wish you all a enjoyable week. Or a relaxable week. No albo najlepiej spokojnego tygodnia wam wszystkim. Alright you all. Thanks for watching. Dziękuję za obejrzenie. Bye.